We're back tonight with perhaps the most impactful moment in WFAA's 75 years on air.
It is one that shaped North Texas and also American history. Kevin Reese joins us in studio to explain.
Well, as we all know, we call this Studio A our biggest studio here at WFAA. All the latest tech, including the jib camera that's following me right now. But if you walk with me this way into the shop area on the ground floor of WFAA, you can follow me over to our smallest studio, a place that we still call Studio B. We joke it may have the cigarette stains from years gone by, but definitely holds the echoes of history from 1963. Dealey Plaza, all these years later, for better or worse, is still a magnet for people.
Yeah, from up there in the 6th floor.
From all over the world.
Lee Harvey Oswald, allegedly.
The world that first heard about what happened here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
From a tiny TV studio just 4 blocks away. This one, WFAA Studio B, November 22nd, 1963.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You'll excuse the fact that I'm out of breath, but about 10 or 15 minutes ago, a tragic thing, from all indications at this point, has happened in the city of Dallas. Let me quote to you this. President Kennedy and Governor John Connally have been cut down by assassins' bullets in downtown Dallas.
Chaos, frightening.
Ward Huey was there and still remembers the trauma, the pain, and the Dallas shame.
The story was so tragic, it was so upsetting, it was hard to get through it.
It just scared me. It was terrible.
This studio at WFAA was where the world first heard from eyewitnesses.
From the last report from police,
the first details from reporters like Bert Shipp.
And then I jumped in a police car and went to Parkland,
who commandeered a car to bring back film from Parkland Hospital.
Bert opens his door, jumps in, and says, "We're going to Channel 8." And he said, "I'm not going to Channel 8." And he said, "Yeah, you are." And Bert steps on that gas pedal and brings that film back.
A gentleman just walked in our studio.
And then a man showed up at WFAA with the infamous 26.6 seconds of 8mm film.
Abraham Zapruder.
Mr. Zapruder?
Zapruder, yes, sir.
Zapruder. And would you tell us your story, please, sir?
They put him on TV. That's how the world knew there was the Zapruder film. The FBI and Secret Service showed up wanting to get that film processed.
This is a picture of the hearse leaving Parkland Hospital with President Kennedy's body.
Dallas was humiliated in so many ways. It was a long time before I felt we had overcome the shock.
Shock that kept coming. WFAA was also broadcasting to the world when Lee Harvey Oswald died, those 2 days later.
Bob Walker, WFAA TV, Dallas, Texas, interrupting. There's been a shooting at Dallas Police Station as Oswald was being transferred.
To be at the right place at the right time. I don't think that's luck. I think that's smart people doing smart things.
And from that moment on, WFAA was a different place. A station that at the time only worked with 16mm black and white film. A station that had a not-so-sophisticated bus with an antenna on top to do live reports.
Hogan of WFAA television in Dallas, Texas. We're standing on the
suddenly
grounds.
realizing the need to become a window to the entire world.
There was no color, there was no cable, there was no satellite, there was no internet, there was no high-definition television. Nobody had ever heard of digital.
Decades of investment in technology and in people were designed to be that same window when the world would need us again.
And all of a sudden, what had been local live was live worldwide. It was breathtaking.
Today, we still tell stories from Dealey Plaza, our neighbor just those 4 Dallas city blocks away. The tributes and the conspiracies it continues to bring. But on that dark day in 1963...
The messages are coming in to our newsroom from all over the state, coming in from all over the world.
It put WFAA to the test.
But this television station was the best, is the best, and there's a reason for it.
Reasons that include...
We are ashamed at the moment. We are stunned.
The echoes of November 22nd, 1963.
We are presently televising over WFAA television.
In Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.